and one vote, one day, and only for Joanne Peh. Hey, it rhymes! Hi, I'm Joanne Peh, and today I'm going to be reading a series of assumptions about me. I'm guessing there might be quite a bit of assumptions about me. Interested to see what they might be. Joanne Peh's love for toys and trinkets are so precious that it takes priority over her Star Awards trophies. This one is true. I have building toys like Lego, I've got Playmobil, I've got Barbie dolls. I find excuses to buy them and say that it's for my kids when actually it's not. I have a collection of dolls that is kept in an aircon storage. Those are dolls from the 80s. Those are kids not allowed to touch them. I don't want them to also mess up the pieces. And I've got my Playmobil as well, which is great for imaginary play. That one I actually am quite generous with allowing them to fiddle and mix the parts together. Her relationship with her husband really encompasses the fake it till you make it saying. What does this mean? Like it wasn't real? You guys thought it wasn't real? I think when we first got together there was a lot of speculation that it was for publicity and all that, which was one of the most ridiculous things we thought, because I would never risk my marriage and a lifelong commitment for the sake of publicity. So I would say that this is definitely wrong. For you guys who think that we are still faking it, well, good for you. I mean, we didn't feel that there was a need to sort of come out and explain or to clarify anything. In this era of cancel culture, it is better for a public figure like Joanne Peh to just act like she doesn't have much to offer on sensitive topics like politics, rather than to be scrutinized for every word she says. I don't know if this is coming from the recent column that I wrote in the Chinese papers about the war. Some readers had thought that I was not concerned about world politics. I think that is a misconception and an assumption. It's not that I'm not concerned. I actually don't actively read up on world politics. Sometimes tend to use that time a little bit more for psychology topics or children's education topics. But I suppose some people, maybe they just read the headlines or the sub-headlines and then it was misconstrued. Joanne Peh is the tiger mom any kid will be scared of. Well, I think this is an assumption. My kids will probably be the best people that you ask. I call myself, I'm the 1-800 helpline, because every time they are not happy with their dad, they will always go, "Mama!" I don't know if my kids will ever want to be actors. We are not resistant to the idea, but having been in the industry, I suppose I will be in a good position to advise them. Growing up as one of the 7 princesses in MediaCorp, Joanne Peh cringes whenever she hears that conferment. Ah, yes, this one. I don't like my hair. I think it didn't really suit my image then, but I didn't have a say. I've never felt like a princess, and I just didn't relate to that. But now I just think that it was a term that made for some talking point. My daughter thinks I'm Mulan though, because she says I speak Mandarin really well. She has the IDGAF attitude about bad comments. Okay, I think I know what IDGAF means. I'm probably not allowed to say that because you'll bleep me out. There's going to be both sides. You have positive comments, you also have negative comments. Sometimes the negative chatter is a lot louder. Sometimes with certain comments, I do feel that it's important to engage because it is about setting the record straight. I think what struck me was when I had my directorial debut, I wrote as a reflective post that it was challenging working with young actors with no acting experience. The mum of that one of the kids was very upset with me for saying that it was challenging, and she raised it up with me, and I explained to her that way before I even started filming, I did say that it was going to be challenging working with new actors. I do realize that it is challenging on all ends. I was trying to talk to her about it, all this via Instagram. The next day I received a whole bunch of comments saying that I was cyberbullying. It was one of those moments where I just felt that I am being honest about my experience. It is not personal. Her kids have learned to turn away whenever Mummy Joanne Peh takes photos of them. No, actually, they always photo bomb me when I'm taking certain photos. But they do know that we don't want them to be on social media and that it is all for their privacy and protection purposes. And sometimes they just do it on purpose, just to sort of be cheeky about it. And I feel that at this age, I have to protect them, and I want to give them a choice. You can choose whether you want to be on social media or not next time. And if you do, you know, you have to be prepared for the consequences. But I just felt like it shouldn't be a by default thing. At this point in time, they're still really young, and I think it's not the right time for them to make that choice yet. Joanne Peh and Yuwu are like Emily Blunt and John Krasinski. They can act together and direct each other. I really like working with my husband as an actor because that professional working actor side that you don't see at home, I miss that. But I think for him, he has said many times before that he doesn't really want to act with me, especially if we are acting as a couple. Maybe if he's my father, that might work. But I don't mind letting him direct me because I trust his taste and what he sees as good performance, for example. But if it's the other way around, I would feel really, really insecure. Like, what if he's not happy with me? Like, he thinks that you shouldn't have cut me, you know. I still had some more going on, and I'll be like, so yeah, I think better not, maintain some harmony at home. Joanne Peh received the all-time favourite artist award way too early. Bet she's missing asking people to vote for her. Are you mad? Like what? Aiyo! I am thankful that I received this award and really thankful for all the support that my fans have given me over the years. So this year there's this Scene Stealer award online. The only reason why I am excited about this particular role is because I think that sometimes we tend to misunderstand people that we don't understand. Playing this role also allowed me to realize that a lot of women, unfortunately, actually go undiagnosed when it comes to Asperger's syndrome or high-functioning individuals. So I think if I didn't do this role, I wouldn't know, and I just kind of wanted to draw attention to that. Would you like to release the woman inside of them? Vote for me! Okay, this voting is a little bit more challenging. So this year, I'm nominated in Star Awards, the Female Show Stealer. To vote, please use your MeWatch account. And one vote, one day, and only for Joanne Peh. Hey, it rhymes! So cheesy. Joanne Peh only accepted to star in Mindjumper because it's not a glamorous role, which means can win awards. Wow! This thing is very interesting because the awards thing has never really been on my mind, but I know for some, it is. Joanne, I remember a veteran telling me, I tell you, this role you sure win. I'm like, huh? What do you mean? Yeah, because it's like they already know what is a winning role. So there was also a time where I just felt like, can I just do a happy role? Something a little bit like a comedy or something a bit, you know, more lifestyle. Thank you for watching this episode of Assumptions About Me. You can like, subscribe, and leave your comments below. Do all the above and vote for me. Remember, one account, one day, vote for Joanne Peh. Yay! Bye-bye.